All right, what's up, guys? So I finally have S.H.F. Casca from the Berserk line. Another figure I was extremely excited for, even to the point where I was considering buying the Figma for like $200, and thank God I didn't do it. Thank. But anyway, here we have her in the box. Artwork on the box wise is the kind of new Berserk thing. I think they actually have all had like original Berserk drawings on the front of them for the character, but on the sides they keep it to where you'll see some shots of the actual figure itself. The back as well, a bunch of different poses you can do. Another promo shot of the figure, and then back to the front where you can see through the window. And we have this really cool artwork of Casca right here. But let's go ahead and get her outside the box. Also, something really cool is the artwork they put inside the Berserk boxes is always really nice. I think I want to put a bunch of these together to make a collage to go on the back of my Berserk shelf, but yeah, man, these are always super awesome to get. Anyway, for some reason, the Berserk boxes are always super long and tall. Pause. But anyway, so at the bottom, we have her cape and random assortment of hands. Well, that's not random. Then we have her sword, figure herself. And then on the side, we have face number 1, face number 2, 3 faces, a helmet change out piece, and I think that's it. So let's get her out the clamshell and take a close up of the actual figure. I gotta say, I think head sculpt wise, I really like this. This is really cool. Because I'll say the Figma one looks more accurate to the movies that came out during like 2010, I think, or 2019, or not 2019, 2011, I think. But this one looks really manga accurate and also really captures her darker skin tone, which is also really nice. But yeah, dude, jeez. It's fucking Casca, man. And anybody who knows me, Berserk is one of my favorite things of all time. I have all of the deluxe editions collected. Casca is one of my favorite characters in that series, definitely top 3. I think probably Guts, Zod, and Casca are probably my top 3 favorite characters. But damn, I'll say so far the legs feel a little loose, but that's nothing that can't be fixed. Nothing, dude. Actually, not really loose at all. I think they just feel very smooth to move around. There's a nice cloth skirt piece. I wanted to see if that helps articulation anyway. The armor is like one solid piece, so once I kind of do articulation right now. I'm gonna go out of order. I'm gonna do the articulation right now because I'm actually really curious. So the head gets really nice range. Arms go all the way up. The armor does not get in the way at all. Let me see, is it movable too? All right, so you can move the armor way higher than the arms can even go. That's really cool. So move it down, move it up. Armor just gonna get out the way. I'm really liking these Golden Age figures, dude. Like, there's so much less. They're far less complicated than the like current Berserk ones. Hold on, she's really short, so I'm gonna tilt the camera down a little bit. They're so much more simpler than the modern Berserk figures to where, or at least the ones that come out like current story, like the Black Swordsman Guts or the Hawk of Light Griffith. Those figures are so complicated and have so many tiny moving pieces that they eventually, when you're handling them, they just fall apart. And then there's that whole debacle with the wrist joints. This gives me a lot of hope. Also, Band of the Hot Guts also gave me a lot of hope. But this as the follow-up to that, I'm really excited. Okay, let me finish articulation. Hold on. So for the torso waist area, obviously you're not going to be able to move the torso forward anywhere. You're not going to be able to move the like upper middle torso because also just be realistic. If somebody's wearing a plated armor, they're not going to be able to move their torso. So to have that expectation, I think for me personally, would be unfair unless you want to specifically mod this somehow to where you can move the upper torso articulation. But if you want a character wearing this piece of armor, don't expect to be able to move the torso around. Okay, just be realistic. But the waist forward is pretty much exactly what you want, exactly what you need. There is, you see some of the engineering in there. And I don't really feel like taking this figure apart. I maybe will at some point, but what it looks like is there is a ball joint in the armor piece going into the waist, and you can kind of see where the skirt piece clips in, as well as the sword sheath. But anyway, legs move up all the way out to the side. I feel like there could have been more knee bend here, but overall, it's still good enough. Like if you want to do like some really dynamic like Casca posing, like I don't know why you would do that, but you can do it. I think proportionally, maybe she's maybe a little too small. I remember Casca's a little bit more bulky in the series, but I mean it's fine overall. That's like if I'm really nitpicking the sculpt and all. Damn, I gotta reread Berserk, man. I've been putting it off for a while, but I think I'm gonna do it. But yeah, man. In my opinion, this is one of the most accurate representations of Casca I think I've ever seen on like an actual figure. But anyway, let's get to the damn accessories. All right. First things first, we have her sword, hilt for the sheath. We have her red cloak, very similar to the Guts one. It's like basically a miniature version of the Guts one. Screaming face for the regular hair sculpt, yelling head sculpt for the helmet hair. For the helmet sculpt, Jesus Christ. Wow, that's really cool. That's awesome. Okay. This appears to be a swap out hairpiece for the helmet sculpt, I believe. 2 sword holding hands, 2 open hands, 2 relaxed hands, and then lastly, she comes with 2 fisted hands. So I'm gonna swap out some of her accessories, put some different different looks on, see what I can do. All right, so this is her with her scarf and helmet sculpt on, with her sword in hand. Overall aesthetics wise, this figure basically captures it all. Wait, I don't know if I did the arm articulation. Yeah, so arm has double jointed elbows. What's it called? Bicep swivel. Let's see. Oh my god. Let's see how the arms do. Hold on. So, oh wait. Oh, it's upside down. I was about to say. Okay. I mean, overall, not bad. All right, so far, my critiques are that she is lacking in face sculpts, only having a total of 3. And 2 of them are basically the same, just for 2 different sculpts. So I don't know if we're going to get, we're probably not going to get DLC face sculpts, but I definitely think that is the one and probably only area she's lacking. She comes with plenty of hands. It's literally just expressions. She only can show either a neutral face or a screaming, yelling face. Pretty whack. But let's get into some figure comparisons. All right, so first things first, we have Band of the Hot Guts. I think height-wise, this is pretty fitting. Next, I have S.H.Figuarts Zod. All right, so this is her next to S.H.Figuarts Nami, S.H.Figuarts Sakura. I think all 3 of them are around the same height, which is pretty interesting. So I'll say overall, my only critiques are the lack of accessories. I think she definitely could have came with a lot more, especially with considering her price point, which I'm pretty sure she's around 80 to 90 retail. Or actually, that may just be after fees, but either way, that's a lot for a figure. And while personally for me, this is a Grail character, I think that there should still be a little more quality coming with the figure, a little more quantity as well. But overall, for a Casca figure in the year 2026, I definitely think this is one of the best ones that probably could have been made. Definitely could have been a lot worse, especially with their track record, but with their Band of the Hawk stuff, the Band of the Hawk Golden Age arc characters are pretty much killing it. So I think that's it. I'll see you guys later.